But we pop the hood here, so I'll explain a little bit about what the SKYACTIV technology is all about. Come up front here. Basically what they did is they basically redesigned the engine. Alright. The idea was, if you have a higher compression ratio in the engine, you're going to extract more energy out of every drop of fuel. So therefore you're going to get better gas mileage. So they redesigned the engine to get a 12-to-1 compression ratio, which is substantially higher than a regular production engine. It's higher than even Corvettes and Ferraris. So you're just extracting a lot more energy out of the fuel. And one of the ways that they did that was they redesigned the pistons, top of the pistons. It's got a volcano dome piston. Without getting too into the technical aspects of it, it just makes it a more efficient burn of the fuel, and with less heat transfer. So they also redesigned the fuel injection system, where it injects, instead of out of one hole, it's injecting out of 6 holes directly into the cylinder. And what that does is it vaporizes the fuel more, which allows the fuel to burn more completely, and it also keeps the heat down in the cylinder also. So all that kind of just makes for increased fuel economy. They redesigned the transmission. The automatic transmission here, it's a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's got a torque converter that locks out at 5 miles per hour. Basically what that means is they're giving you the fuel economy of a manual transmission, but with the convenience of an automatic transmission. So it shifts a lot quicker, it downshifts perfectly, and it just kind of adds to the sportier feel. You feel more connected to the car like you do with a manual transmission car. So they also, while they were redesigning the engine and the transmission, they shaved a lot of weight out. They decreased the weight by 10%. They redesigned every component in the engine to eliminate 30% of the friction, so you're wasting a lot less energy. So again, all this is adding up to that 40 miles a gallon without making it a boring car to drive. So one of the ways you can spot the SKYACTIVs, this is kind of a cool little thing. You've got the blue rings around the headlights. There's also a badge on the back that I'll show you as we kind of walk around. But
wow, that's blue.
Yeah, the engine covers blue too, but that's part of the SKYACTIV. That
cool.
sets the SKYACTIV cars
You'll
apart.
know right away.
Exactly. So, and then the car. This is a very sporty car. You've got all the character lines that kind of go along the side and wrap around tail lights. And let me pop the trunk for you here so you can see how big the trunk is. So it looks like a smaller car. It doesn't look like it's going to have a very big trunk. Check this out. Huge trunk. Yeah. And you have the 60/40 fold down back seats, so if you need more room, fold down the back seats or one of the back seats. So a little flexible for carrying larger cargo, that type of thing. And come around here and I'll show you. It's got a lot of standard features that a lot of cars in this price range don't have. You have your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. Go ahead and sit down in the car and I'll show you a little bit of
what's inside. Does it come with another interior color?
It does. You can also get them in black interior.
Oh.
Okay. So, another thing that you've got here, then this is another thing that sets the SKYACTIV apart. You've got the blue lights around the gauges. Mm-hmm. That's only with the SKYACTIV cars. Mm-hmm. And then you have Bluetooth, which hands-free phone, but also you can stream audio over Bluetooth. So if you have an iPhone or an iPod Touch with Bluetooth or any kind of smartphone that has Bluetooth where you have all your music in it, you can stream it over the stereo with that, so you don't even have to worry about plugging it in to the auxiliary jack, which it does have here in the center console along with another power outlet there. So You also have cruise control. You have a 6-speaker stereo system, which is kind of nice, and then also a CD player. And you can get satellite radio in these. They're kind of set up for you. You just have to add the